So it's a low connection. It just won't be live. Oh my gosh, what is going on tonight?
On your phone?
Yeah.
Mine says live. You on the data?
Okay, hopefully. All right, guys, come on in. Come on in. Facebook Live. All right, come on in. Hey, Kimberly. Thanks for joining us. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us. We are live on the new Empowered Woman Show. It's Thursday night at a little after 6 p.m. And thank you guys for joining us. We are having a great guest tonight in studio. We're going to be talking to Miss Khalilah Wright, the founder and CEO of the fabulous t-shirt brand Mess in a Bottle. So if you don't know what that is, you have to stick around to talk to our guest tonight. She has arrived and she's got some goodies to show us tonight. So we're just going to jump in, but come on in. Thanks again, Kimberly, for joining us. If you have any questions that you want to ask Miss Wright, she is open for that, I'm sure. How are you doing this evening, Miss Wright?
I am pretty good, thank you.
All right, thanks for agreeing. When I emailed you on, what was that, an instant message, I was surprised that you even, considered coming on my new show.
Of course,
I was
excited. Why not?
I was just like, what? I mean, you've been all over the place, Essence Magazine and all that with your t-shirt brand. So, like I said, we're just going to jump right in. So, our first segment, we're just going to talk about your t-shirt brand. You have lots of bold messages that you have on your shirts.
I do.
Yeah. Hey, Shakira, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us tonight. So your bold messages, talk to us about that. And they are in a reusable bottle. Show that product that you have. Okay, that's the Mess in a Bottle. So where did that come about?
I created the company back in 2015. During the time, I was living in Baltimore, and it was the Freddie Gray riots was happening. I was going through a divorce, and I really felt like it was a time where I needed to be vocal, but I felt as if the environment and everything around me was kind of forcing me to like be voiceless. And, so I wanted to give a voice to the voiceless, and that's how Mess in a Bottle was birthed.
Oh, wow. Okay. And your t-shirts, you have grown from just t-shirts. Now you have, I'm keeping up with you on Instagram.
Okay.
So you've had all these new products and accessories that you brought out.
Yep.
So talk to me a little bit about what's coming down the line for that.
So we have jackets, we have bags, we have baby onesies. We even recently did some pet dog animal stuff as well.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I saw that. That was the Cardi B that responded.
She will dog walk you. Yeah.
She will dog walk you.
Yep. So I created that.
Okay. Well, wonderful. So tell us, I noticed, now you said you live in Baltimore, right? So I noticed on your page you had a t-shirt. Yep. And it said, "She from Brooklyn."
Yep.
Right? So you are originally from Brooklyn, but
I am.
You migrated here from Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay. So how did you end up in Baltimore?
I came here for grad school. So I went to Morgan for architecture. And so I have a master's in architecture from Morgan State University. And I really just found it as a place that, I could kind of call home. So I frequently visited Maryland and like the DC area. My dad, he lives in PG County. And, as a kid, I would always come from New York and I would travel here. So me now being able to into, becoming an adult and trying to figure out where I wanted to live, what I wanted to do, Maryland just seemed like the obvious choice.
Oh, okay. So, met that right there in the middle. So,
Yep.
what did you do? What was your profession? I know you said you went to Morgan and you got your degree.
Yep.
So, where did that lead you before messing about it?
So I was working as an architect for Under Armour.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I left my dream job to actually live my dream.
Oh, now that's powerful. Now, because I've read about you, and you said you left a six-figure income.
Yep.
And to like to live your dream. And this climate now, with everybody in the government shutdown, and we are almost forced to do a side hustle,
right,
if you will. So, and people, and just like the example of the two sisters, they were forced into the government shutdown, but forced also into a business,
right.
So what was the defining moment for you that said, okay, this is it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to take the leap.
Well, I think that I had a son, he was 2, and though I was making money, it just still felt like I wanted ownership of my own thing. Okay. Being at Under Armour, I was able to closely see Kevin Plank, who's the founder and owner of Under Armour, just really see him, flourish and do his thing where he started out with selling t-shirts out of the car trunk. So for me, and I saw what leadership looked like, and I just really wanted to have the same. I wanted to be my own leader of my own pact and, do what I wanted and really dictate the clothing, what I wanted it to say. And you can't really do that working for someone else. So, it just, I think it just became the time where I said it's either now or never.
Wow. And that took courage.
It did.
Khalilah. I mean, and you had a son and all of that. So you really have to believe in your dream before you just step out like that. I mean,
Definitely.
That's so scary.
I said to myself, it's either now or never. And I said, the worst thing that can happen is you can become an architect.
Okay.
So,
that's the worst. Okay.
So for me, I was like, I had to take, some kind of jump, and I figured, let me bet on myself real quick and see how that goes.
Your t-shirts are, I'm telling you, honey, I love I could just buy all of your t-shirts, and you have these, I don't know if you still have it, the Tuesdays.
Yeah,
the $20 Tuesdays. Guys, if you can just go on the website, take advantage. When Tuesday comes again, you can get lots of t-shirts. I mean, the t-shirts, they feel so good.
Thank you.
I'm like, what kind of cotton is that? I mean, the cotton is special because I don't even see a tag in it. I don't even see a tag that's telling me anything. It's a secret. It's a secret.
We try.
But they feel so good. Oh my gosh. So tell us some of the messages that you have on your t-shirts, because they're very bold.
Yep.
And that's what I love about Mess in the Bottle. These messages will go from the most shyest person can have a message, or the most out there person. And so tell us what some of the messages are and some of your favorite.
Some of my favorite are, so I have one that says entrepreneur, a fancy word for a crazy person following their dream. I have one for queen, don't be afraid to rule like a king, as well as we have like our grills t-shirt, and that has like a figure of a woman with gold teeth at the bottom. Okay. So it's like a classic staple shirt that no matter your age or what you love, it's just really saying to kind of be bold, be vocal. So that's kind of how most of our brand is. It's really kind of being unapologetic for who you are, what you love, and it's owning it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I know that was my shirt, entrepreneur.
Yep.
That I quickly, because of my sugar addiction, grew out of. So, so that's what I need.
Well, I think I totally understand that right now.
So I do need a new t-shirt. So tell me, do you believe anybody can be an entrepreneur?
No,
Okay.
I
And
don't.
why is that?
Because I think that everyone isn't built to be an entrepreneur,
Okay.
as well as I think that entrepreneurs need support, and you need a team. So if everybody thinks that they're an entrepreneur, who's going to, everyone can't be a leader.
Okay.
And I think that that's unfortunately what everyone thinks now. A lot of entrepreneurs make entrepreneurship look so glamorous, but it's a difficult profession. Like, this is one of the hardest. Yes, it's one of the more rewarding jobs, but it's also one of the most difficult. And it's really funny because I saw a man at it was at UPS one day, and I was mailing packages, and he was like, work for someone as long as you can. He was like, you can have this job as being an entrepreneur if you want. And and at the time I was like, oh, this guy's crazy, what is he talking about? I love being an entrepreneur. Now I get it, because now people are responsible. I'm responsible for people. I'm responsible for paychecks. I'm responsible for how they feed their families. And it's not, and so when things go wrong, people aren't looking at Mess in a Bottle's team. They're looking at Khalilah Wright, Mess in a Bottle. Okay. So I think that, it's a very difficult profession, and I really look at myself as a profession. Like, I look at what I do as a profession. So I feel like I go to my 9 to 6 every day, or 9 to 7. I don't, or 8, whatever time. So I don't really look at it as if I have this now, glamorous. I have a job, and I tell my son every day I'm going to work, and I have a job. So I think being an entrepreneur is great, but a lot of people need to really understand what they're getting into and if they are fit to be an entrepreneur.
Right. You have to count the cost. Hey, hi. Jacqueline Shaw. Hi. Danella Holden is joining us tonight. If you have any questions for our guest, please type them in. And if you're just joining us, we are in studio live with the CEO and founder of Mess in a Bottle, the fabulous t-shirt company that is an expressive brand that I see on your site, and I love that because it certainly expresses a multitude of things. So if you have a question, like I said, please type it in, and we will address that at that time. So really quickly, so you said not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. I had a dad who didn't even graduate, so he was 6th grade. That was his highest level, and ended up opening 6, 7 record shops.
That's amazing.
And so it's kind of in your blood. So did you have a history of entrepreneurship?
No, I'm the first.
You are the first.
Yeah, in my immediate family anyway.
Okay.
And I didn't have or see anyone, like, when I looked back, my great grandmother, used to, in Jamaica, lived with a family and, took care of children and things like that. And my grandmother, as well as my father and mother, all the same, like, they all had jobs. And I think that is what, like, we've been taught, is to go to school and work. And and then both of my parents, they don't have college education, and so I think that their theory as well was just to work until you die. So I came to kind of break that theory up for them, and I decided I am gonna live until I die. And and I think that is just, I did not. So I think even now, having issues and no one to, in my immediate I to really express and talk to and say like how I'm feeling, what is going on today. There's no real true person that I have to really, I have mentors, but definitely not from my family.
Okay, great. So, what does your team look like? Now, you said everybody can't be a leader. So, real quickly, what does your immediate team look like?
So my immediate team consists of 4 people in shop, and then it has, I have about 4 virtual people. So I have an executive assistant, I have a designer, I have like shop people, so people who do the production. So my production team are, of course, essential. Those are the ones that do all of the day-to-day. They really, figure out and we have a customer service person. That's, again, someone who's super essential.
Yes.
So, I think my team and my media team are just people who and we have a great PR and marketing person. So it's people who just keep an eye on the business, and they continuously, make sure that things are running right within the company. So, my team and everyone on the team currently is all Black women.
Awesome. That is fantastic. And that is what New Empowered Woman is about. You embody everything that New Empowered Woman stands for, because we are no longer sitting in the back, sitting on the sidelines. We are living our dreams.
Right.
And come heck or hell or high water, we're going to make it happen. So I really do admire you for that. And Shakia Soil says, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. I've got some wonderful entrepreneurs online right now watching with us. So what you are saying is true. Hey, Jackie. She's one of my entrepreneurs as well. Okay. So before we cut to the break, you have had to beat some odds, right, to get here. And can you talk about that briefly? I know I read something when you were in Baltimore. Can you talk about that real briefly?
Sure. So in November of 2017, I opened a small shop in August of 2017. And so that November, two armed, masked young men came in and held me hostage in my shop. And, and they demanded my ATM card, money, stole my cell phone, my car keys. And it was a very traumatizing experience. I wanted to close my shop. And so I ended up trying to outsource some of the work in January of 2018. But it just was a disaster. So I decided, even though this thing happened to me, I decided to really go back, grab my stuff, and put Mess in a Bottle back into my hands. And that is what I did. And so March of 2018, we opened up a new studio space.
Wow. That's incredible.
Thank you.
So where is your studio space? Do you live in your studio space?
No. Those days are far gone.
Well,
I don't even bring work home. Like, I don't bring that type of work home. I don't do as much production at all anymore. My staff does that. And so my studio space is in Clipper Mill. It's not really open to the public, but we do allow, sometimes for people to pick up. But so my studio space is in Clipper Mill, and it's been great.
Okay. All right. So you can go online to order your t-shirts. So again, guys, if you are just joining us, we are in studio live with Khalilah Wright, owner and CEO of Mess in a Bottle. So can you show us really quickly one of your shirts before we cut out to break? Or do you have any? Oh, is that yours? Antoine is trying to hold the shirts.
So this is the bottle that it comes in. And this shirt is the Entrepreneur. And it says, Entrepreneur, a fancy word for a crazy person following their dream.
Yes, and that reusable bottle is bomb. You can put your smoothies in every day. That was just the most clever idea, right? Okay. So does that, now I know I also read that, you got that from, when they used to put messages in bottles and send it across the sea.
Yep, that's the concept.
So clever. Okay. Well, we are going to cut to a break shortly. I need to let everyone know that tonight's show is brought to you in part by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a free 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/worldwide flavor, browse the unmatched selections of audio programs, download a title for free, and start listening. It's just that easy. Again, go to www.audibletrial.com/worldwide flavor and start your free trial today. We'll be right back.
You do most of your sales online? Most of your sales
Yes.
online?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're taking a break. Hey, Kim, thanks for joining us. Hey, Kim.
In the bottle is so dope.
Ladies, please give us some questions. All these entrepreneurs on here, I know you have a question.
Sister says she loves the material. I got this one t-shirt just because the material alone. I like
Right.
to wear it forever. You know, when I come home.
It's like that.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna get one.
Thank you.
Okay, my thing is not working. Okay.
I don't, because I don't really bring too much. I just brought this one.
I got you. I'm definitely gonna wear it.
When you come back on and you have the instrumental playing, just make sure that this volume is turned down a little bit because it's kind of sounded like the music was a little bit over there. Yeah, that should be good right there. And then turn your mic volume up because you know you got a real soft voice.
Do I? Okay. Kim, Shakia Soil. Okay, I'm gonna ask that question when we come back. Okay, thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight.
We went 11.
We have a recipe for PF Chang's lettuce wraps.
Oh yeah.
And I made some just right.
So did you have to come far, Khalilah?
No, not too far. It's about like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
20
okay.
minutes.
So are you still like downtown?
No, but like kind of Cold Spring,
Okay.
83 area.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not too far.
Okay. All right. We have another question. We're going to ask that when we come back. Thank you. Thank you. Sandy, thanks for joining us. Okay. Okay. We'll be back in about a minute.
So that's the only song you doing? This one? Okay.
Because I want to give her as much time
Listen to that.
as I can.
Well, it's Live 365. And then you search for Worldwide Flavor Network.
Hey, Jackie.
All the replays are on.
No, the replays are on.
Thank you.
I was just explaining this to her. We started on SoundCloud, but SoundCloud gives you issues when it comes to music licensing. So I get tired of going and have to edit the music out of every show before I upload it. So a DJ friend of mine put me on a Mixcloud. So probably like the last 2 weeks worth of shows are on Mixcloud. So I'm gonna slowly transition them over and then get off of SoundCloud. Nah, because they actually pay the artists themselves. They take care of all the licensing stuff. Yeah, which Live 365 does. That's the reason we're going through that.
Okay, coming back in 16 seconds.
Need a song to make sure I can hear you. Well, with your soft voice, this is New Empowered Women coming at you live from New York.
Okay, and we're back in studio with our guest tonight is Miss Khalilah Wright, and she's the CEO and founder of Mess in a Bottle. So we've got some questions for you now, if you don't mind. So we have a question from Shakia. She wants to know, do you order through the website only?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That's the perfect place to order.
Okay.
www.messinabottle.com.
Okay. Did you get that? www.messinabottle.com. And you can see all of your products there, right?
Yep.
Now, I saw some other cute ones. You have what? You have a journal?
Yes. Yep.
That
We
just came
recently came out with our journal.
Oh,
I
yes.
think I have
see that.
one in here because I'm always writing.
Okay. For all you writers out there who journal. Oh, yeah, let's get that one. Okay. All right, Shakia, you got that. Okay, here's a journal.
And so we have a bunch of different writing prompts. So it's 365 writing prompts to help you heal, love, and to figure shit out.
Okay. I love it.
So that's what it's supposed to do. So basically every day of the year you're supposed to write yourself a message.
Okay.
Yep. And so at the end it's just then to reflect and read back on where you are.
Oh, wow. Okay. So those of you who want to get that journal, that is available. Any other
New
products?
products?
Yeah.
So we have the dog, we have the dog tees, as well as we have the baby onesies.
That is cute.
Anything new other than those? I think those are like our top new products that we got. And we also have a mess in a bottle box.
Oh.
So we recently launched the box where every month we'll have like different signature messages, and it's only exclusive to the box holders.
Oh, wow. That's good. So, and that's another key to keep your brand fresh.
Yep.
You've always got to add things, and my brother will tell me that all the time.
Right.
You know, always have to keep the brand alive and add items, you know, to monetize your brand.
Yep.
Okay. So the next question we had, let's see, Miss Sandy. She asked, what's the time frame for delivery?
Right now we work with a 7 to 10 business days for delivery, just to give us, we make everything in-house, so it gives us just some extra time to make sure we get everyone's order out.
Okay, all right. So speaking of your titles for your shirts, who is it that does the writing? Do you do all of the writing for the shirts?
I do.
She's a creative, guys.
Yeah.
She's a creative, so that's good. That's good. Where do you see Mess in a Bottle going from here?
Well, we launched our message t-shirt machine a couple of months ago, our vending machine. So we're hoping to have it in several stores. We're working on wholesaling Mess in a Bottle in a couple different retailers through the United States.
Wow.
And then hopefully in the next year or two, I would love to even go into beveraging with Mess in a Bottle.
Oh, my goodness. Now that vending machine.
Yep.
That was now we just had a conversation this evening about the R House.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your t-shirt vending machine.
Yep.
That you had that there through December?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you plan on bringing it back?
I'm not sure, but we plan to put it somewhere or have more. Yep.
Okay.
So we're working with BWI, so hopefully maybe soon we'll have it there.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I see Monica Davis. Hey, Soror. Do it big, Khalilah, right? And you know
Thank
her, that's
you.
your soror?
Yes.
Okay. She said you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Hey, Monica, thanks for joining us. Okay. So did you ever, before I ask that question, now you stepped out, you know, on faith after this speech from Mr. Plank.
Yes.
And you said it was a week after that.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. So how did you get funding for this business? How did you go about doing that?
I really just took my savings, which wasn't much, and I just told myself it was now or never. And, you know, to me, I'm not really a planner. One of my good friends, he recommended maybe I save, you know, $10,000 to $20,000. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I'll just do it with 5. And that's what I did. So, you know, I don't know. I'm not one of those where, you know, sometimes you plan and then never do because you're so worried about the logistics. So I did not. I just decided to jump and I did. And so when it comes to, so, you know, when you have nothing, you're going to make sure you work hard to figure out paying bills and doing everything else. And so, you know, for me, that's what I did.
Wow. No, and that goes back to not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur, because I know that I like getting that check. You know, some
Right.
people they can't live in that in between. Now, my brother, he can do that.
Right.
He is a serial entrepreneur, and it's like it doesn't scare him one bit, you know, to do that. So it does take a lot of courage. Hey, Justice, thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Anyone have any other questions for our guests tonight before we everybody's saying that you are amazing.
Thank you.
She is amazing.
Means a lot.
She is amazing. So during your journey, and you've had your highs, you had your lows. So how did you forge past the discouraging times?
I think that I pushed past by really just embracing, understanding life and knowing you're going to have highs as well as you're going to have really low lows. So I think that I've always just kept encouraged by thinking about what I want from this. And I know it's not going to be easy. So, I just really stay true to my brand and what I want to create. And, and I just focus on that opposed to focusing on what's not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody is just on board with you with that leaping and the jumping, into your purpose. And
Yes.
And you do feel that this is where you belong. This is your space.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's my space for right now.
Okay.
I think that it could be even a trillion times bigger than this. And so for me, I'm enjoying being in this space, but I don't think that it's my final destination and by any means. So I think that's just a stepping stone for something much greater.
Okay. And Justice, she's just joining us. So if you don't mind, just revisit your answer to my question of where Mess in a Bottle is going from here.
So we have a Mess in a Bottle vending t-shirt machine that we recently launched, the message machine. So I'm hoping to get the message machine into many other stores, as well as just wholesaling with retailers through the United States. And I'm hoping to then launch Mess in a Bottle juices and wines and water in the next couple years.
That's exciting. The wine sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds exciting. So how important is it to market your niche when others are doing the same thing?
I think that if you just figure out your place in that arena, that you can really, if you have a loyal following and a loyal fans, it doesn't matter how saturated the field is. If people love you, they're gonna love you and continue to shop with you. That's just the reality of it.
Okay, that's good. And that's good to hear because I, and myself included, with my brand, and I hear other people say, because, they don't know if they should continue on because so many people are doing it. Well, if that were the case,
a lot of companies
we wouldn't have burgers.
Exist.
We wouldn't have,
Right.
We'd have only one burger. We've had
Right.
only one chicken and all of that. So
Right.
I admire you for sticking to your principles and going after your dream of what you wanted to do.
Thank you.
So, so anyone else have any questions? Any questions? They're having a party on here. They are having a party. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So you have something coming down the pike, a class, right?
Yep, I do.
I'm all over you. I'm all over your Instagram. So tell us what you're going to be doing with people who may want to start a t-shirt business.
So we usually have classes in different cities, basically helping budding entrepreneurs or people who just want to find a way to make, residual income for their family. So we've created this platform where you can learn how to make your own and start your own t-shirt company. So, I wanted to tell people what I learned, what mistakes I made, and it's been a really rewarding thing to watch other people, start their own t-shirt companies and flourish.
Wow. So, so have you, witnessed any people who have started their t-shirt companies and are doing well?
There were a couple of people who have started. People reach out to me on social media all the time telling me that they've created and, how great their brand is doing. So, yeah, it's been really rewarding to watch.
And that's good, Khalilah, that you are, you're taking your brand and then you are helping other people do the same. You don't feel any type of intimidation or competition. And that's important in our community, number one.
Yep.
That we've got to be that secure in what our brand is or what we've been called to do and do our thing in our own way and then still support others.
Yeah, I think that I stand true to remember that no one is you, and that's your superpower. Like, so no one can create what I've created.
That's so good. That's helping me.
Yeah.
That's helping me right now. No one can be you. Okay. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that we need to know about Khalilah, and that, you've told us what's coming down the pike?
Yep.
Any other forms of communication that we can get in touch with your brand? Or
Definitely follow us on Instagram. Check out our newsletters. We do a great job where Mondays we have these Monday morning messages that I send out just to my messengers. Wednesdays we do like a What's Your Message Wednesdays, and we share like a story about people who have purchased our products. And then on Fridays we do a Feel Good Friday message. So definitely subscribe to our newsletter and follow us on Instagram as we continue to spread messages all over the world.
Okay. All right, ladies. You heard that. You've got all of that information, and you know how to reach Miss Khalilah Wright, and to go on her page and her Instagram. And you know how to order. So you have no excuse on not having these shirts. I want to see every last one of you in a shirt and a message in a bottle shirt. So we are going to wrap it up. Like, our hour goes so quickly here.
Yes.
Because we have so much stuff to cover. Okay. Let's see. And hopefully we can get you back again at some point.
Yeah, I would love to.
You think? You think?
Yeah.
So I know you were on a TV show. Mm-hmm. Which shows were you featured?
I was featured on the Harry show the Harry Connick Jr. show with Mark Cuban.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. And did Mark give you some valuable
He did.
insight?
He told me to wait a little bit on going into beveraging, and that's what I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, great advice. All right, and I have one more question for you, Khalilah, and of course, my brain just went on out.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, please. Okay.
Just out of curiosity, did he give you a specific reason as to why?
He just was saying to let the brand, build momentum, establish the brand as a t-shirt company if that's the original concept, and then, go into beveraging. So we'll probably launch it in like a 2021, and that'll be like maybe almost 5 years after the company is birthed. So I think it makes sense. It makes better sense. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm trying to see if we had any more questions. They said they are looking forward to ordering and offering congratulations. Awesome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen in studio tonight, mm-hmm. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We are going to wrap up, and so I just need to let everyone know that I've been asking you to help me with a stylist for my show, because this is all new for me. So I am getting cutting my teeth, so to speak. So I need you to know that tonight's look was put together for me by my new stylist, Shakia Soil. Get to know that name, remember it. Her name is Shakia Soil. She is an image consultant, stylist, and personal shopper. She is located in the DMV. And you can email her at Kiki Stylist. That's Kiki Stylist. Shakia Soil. There's no S on the end of her last name. See, I got it right, Shakia. No S. So once again, she can be reached by email at kikistylist@mail.com or her Instagram page at Shakia Soil. All right, guys. So until next week, we are going to sign off. And remember, here at New Empowered Woman, where the new is all about you. Have a great night.
So she did the audible thing already? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do that right.
You did great.
Ooh, child, I'm still on butterflies every single week. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. It looks like everyone did. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.